Honorable Nakshidi.
B376.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I am informed by the Commissioner of Police that the restricted areas of the port, as defined in the General Notice 193 of 2012, comprise, amongst others, the terminals and quays where ships are berthed, goods are handled and stored. I am also informed that there is a joint working agreement between the Port Police, Mauritius Ports Authority, Port Security Unit, Cargo Handling Corporation Limited, Security, and Mauritius Revenue Authority, which defines the specific roles and responsibilities of each stakeholder in the control of gate posts leading to the restricted areas. According to this joint working agreement, the established protocol for entry into and exit from the port area stipulates that Cargo Handling Corporation Limited, in respect of its operational areas, is responsible to control access of its gates to ensure that only authorized persons and vehicles are given access. As regards the police, it is responsible to, inter alia, stop and check suspicious persons and vehicles and forfeit prohibited goods from entering and leaving the port area and assist custom officers in enforcing the law. I am also informed that signboards are fixed at the various gates notifying all persons entering the port restricted area that it is mandatory to be in possession of a valid access pass. According to the records of the Mauritius Ports Authority Access Pass Office, neither Honorable MEJ nor the vehicle used by him was issued with an access pass to enter the SSR container terminal. I am further informed by the Commissioner of Police that on 5th of January 2021, 2 cases involving the Honorable MEJ have been reported by the Port Police for offences in breach of Regulations 226, 1A-B, and 252, 1 of the Port Operation and Safety Regulations 2005. The offences are entering port restricted area without a valid access pass and bringing motor vehicle into the port restricted area without a valid access pass. Regulation 226(1) stipulates that, and I quote, no person shall A. enter or remain in any part of port premises unless he is in possession of a valid pass issued by the authority, or in respect of access to any part of the port premises under the control of its licensed operator by the licensed operator. And B, bring any vehicle into port premises unless he is in possession of a valid pass issued by the authority with respect to the vehicle. And Regulations 252(1) stipulates that any person who does an act which is prohibited by these regulations, or omits, or fails, or neglects to an act which is required to do by these regulations, or fails or neglects to comply with any lawful order, direction, or instruction issued by or on behalf of the port master or the authority under these regulations shall commit an offence and shall, on conviction, be liable to a fine not exceeding 5,000 rupees and to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 12 months. Police has informed that it has started an inquiry into these offences and the inquiry is ongoing. After the completion of the inquiry, the file will be forwarded to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for advice. Mr. Speaker, sir, following this incident, additional measures have been implemented to reinforce security by the Port Police, the Mauritius Ports Authority, the Mauritius Revenue Authority, and the Cargo Handling Corporation Limited. The services of additional police officers on extra duty have been hired by the Cargo Handling Corporation Limited, and more frequent patrols are being undertaken at the terminals and within the port area.
In an interview on the 6th of January 2021 on Top FM, the concerned honorable member stated that he went there because he was concerned about the entry of drugs in our country. Can the Honorable Prime Minister inform the House if the honorable member made any statement to the police on any suspected items he found there?
Well, I have requested for information whether there has been any statement made by the honorable member, and I am informed by the police that no statement whatsoever had been made by the honorable member.
Can the Honorable Prime Minister inform the House whether Honorable EJ has ever been involved in such offences in the past?
Well, he's, as far as I know, Honorable EJ.
You asked for the point of order.
Yes, I'm asking.
You can't shout before asking the point of
I
order.
had the impression you could not hear.
No, don't shout at me.
I'm not shouting.
You have the right to ask for the point of order.
I did not know that.
But just taking the floor outright is not permitted.
I said point of
Now,
order.
State your point of order.
My point of order is asking with regards to the previous offences committed by an honourable member. That is not allowed by standing orders. Because standing orders say very clearly you cannot attack the character of a member, and that's stipulated in the standing orders, unless you come by substantive motion. That's a fact.
You made your point of order.
We'll check later on.
You are the shadow speaker of this house. You're the shadow speaker of this house. You know everything.
No.
You put the question and you know the answer, you know everything.
You know better, teach me.
I will teach you. Please be a good student.
Yes, I will.
Honorable Prime Minister, continue if you have replied.
Well, as far as I know, the
I will come to you.
Oh, I knew it.
The Honorable EJ has never been involved in such similar offences. But I know that I'm being told that he has been convicted of an offence of bribery of public official. And he was sentenced before the court, the intermediate court, to undergo 1 month imprisonment. After a social inquiry was conducted, the sentence was converted into 60 hours of community service order at Saint-Jean-Hospice de Dieu. But what is interesting to know is also, Mr. Speaker, sir, that the substance of the offence of bribery was when he said to an officer who was issuing him a PF free, that the driver stated the following: Mon bourgeois, prends sa 100 roupies là, laisse-moi aller. But there are other offences also, I don't want to.
Can the Honorable Prime Minister inform the House if it is a normal practice for honorable members to enter restricted areas without any permission, or if Honorable EJ is a registered detective or a Colombo?
Well, it's certainly not in order for not only honourable member, for anybody, as I said, to enter a restricted area without prior authorization. The law applies, as I said, to each and everyone. And whether the honourable member is a private detective, I do not have this information. But I know that from what I've been watching, Colombo never goes against the law.
Is the Honorable Prime Minister aware that Honorable EJ has posted on his Facebook account images of him present in the restricted area?
Yes, well, there is a post which is public knowledge, where he said on the 5th of January on his Facebook account, which has displayed photographs of the restricted area, the port, and merely made averment that he entered a restricted zone. There is also a video which he has posted, but he withdrew the video after some time.
This question has been sufficiently canvassed. I move to the next question.